Once again, welcome to this maths discussion, and be ready to learn some new concepts in today's discussion. Still, my name is Onyes Galivian. So our today's discussion is mainly on roots of complex numbers, therefore roots of complex number can be obtained more easily using polar form, meaning that if you want to obtain roots of complex number easily, you first express that complex number into polar form. And in the last previous slide, we looked at how to express the complex number into the polar form. So let us look at examples on how to find the roots of complex numbers. Example 1, find the fixed root of z is equal to 4 plus 5i. So meaning that the task here is to first express this complex number into a polar form. So but here we are required to get z, the fixed root of z is equal to the fixed root of 4 plus 5i, or z power 1 over 6 is equal to 4 plus 5i power 1 over 6. So we are required to find this. So the easiest way of finding this is to write it in a polar form. And in a polar form, z is equal to absolute value of z into arg of the cos arg of z plus I sin arg of z. So we have to find z, absolute value of z, and arg of z, whereby arg of z is the angle. So we find the absolute value of z is equal to the square root of 4 squared plus 5 squared, where this 4 is the real part, so we square the real part, and then this 5 is the imaginary part, so we also square the imaginary part, which gives us the square root of 41. Then the next is to find the angle. So arg of z is equal to tan inverse of 5 over 4, which is the imaginary part divided by the real part. Then the next step now is to take back this angle, or arg of z, and the absolute value. Then we substitute in the expression for the polar form. So under here we shall have z is equal to the square root of 41 into cos tan inverse 5 over 4 plus I sin tan inverse of 5 over 4. Then the next step is now to find the fixed root. So we shall have z power 1 over 6. So we shall take the fixed root both sides of this. So we shall have z power 1 over 6 is equal to square root of 41 power 1 over 6 into cos tan inverse of 5 over 4 plus I sin tan inverse 5 over 4 power 1 over 6. So now we can simplify this. Simplifying it, we shall have z power 1 over 6 is equal to 41 power 1 over 12, because we shall have a half times 1 over 6, which will give us 1 over 12, into, then the next expression we shall have to apply the movers here, where this power will be multiplied to the angle, and this time the angle is tan inverse of 5 over 4. So it will be cos 1 over 6, which is the power times the angle, tan inverse of 5 over 4, plus I sin 1 over 6 tan inverse 5 over 4. So the next step is now to simplify this expression and it will give us z power 1 over 6 is equal to 1.36 into cos 0.0475 pi plus I sin 0.0475 pi. So this will be the fifth root of z is equal to 4 plus 5i. And now we can also write it in exponential form, which will be z power 1 over 6 is equal to 1.36 e power 0.0475 pi I. So this is in exponential form. So there is another approach on how you can find the roots of complex numbers, and the de Moivre's theorem has it in general that for any complex number written in the form of z is equal to r to cos theta plus I sin theta, meaning that here you have already expressed it in polar form. If the complex number given in not in polar form, you first write it in polar form. So the complex number has it in this form that z power p over q is equal to r p over q into cos p into theta plus 2 pi k divided by q plus I sin p into theta plus 2 pi k over q. So this formula can also be used to find the roots of complex number, but that complex number must first of all be expressed in polar form. So under here we have this k. These are values, these are integers 0, 1, 2 up to 2 minus 1. Let's look at some examples. Number 1, find the cube root of z is equal to 8 into cos 225 plus I sin 225. So we are going to apply the formula that we have discussed in the previous slide, whereby since we are just find the cube root, so our value of p will be 1 and our value of q will be 3. So if we take the cube root of this equation, we shall find that we have z power 1 over 3 is equal to 8 power 1 over 3 into cos 225 plus 2 pi k over 3 plus I sin 225 plus 2 pi k over 3. Now the task here is to substitute the value of k's, but since it is a cube root, the values of k's will be 0, 1, 2, because we said we stop on q minus 1, whereby q will be a 3, so it will be 3 minus 1, which gives us a 2. Now let's look at these roots for different cases. For the k is equal to 1, so we shall have z power 1 over 3 is equal to 8 power 1 over 3 into cos 225 over 3 plus I sin 225 over 3, because this next term we have will be 0 after substituting the value of k. Then simplifying that, we shall find that z power 1 over 3 is equal to 2 into cos 1.25 pi over 3 plus I sin 1.25 pi over 3. So 225 in terms of pi will be 1.25 pi. Then the next will be when k is equal to 1, and that is the second cube root. So the second cube root appears at k is equal to 1, meaning that for this time we substitute the value of k as 1. So when you substitute the value of k as 1, we shall have z power 1 over 3 is equal to 2 into cos 3.25 pi over 3 plus I sin 3.25 pi over 3. So we have substituted the value of 1, which becomes 2 pi. Remember this one is equivalent to 1.25 pi. So 1.25 pi plus 2 pi gives us 3.25 pi divided by 3. So then the next will be the third cube root will appear at k is equal to 2, and meaning that this time we substitute 2 here. So 2 times 2 is 4 pi plus 1.25. We shall have 2 times 2 is 4 pi plus 1.25. So we shall have 5.25 pi divided by 3. So we shall have z power 1 over 3 is equal to 2 into cos 5.25 pi divided by 3 plus I sin 5.25 pi divided by 3. So these will be the roots of this expression, or this complex number. Then the next example, let's look at the next example, which is solve the equation z power 5 plus 32 is equal to 0. So meaning that we shall have to first express in polar form. So here z power 5 is equal to minus 32, which is the same as z is equal to minus 32 power 1 over 5, which is equal to minus 2. So using De Moivre's theorem, we shall first express it in polar form. So if we let z is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta, with z power 5 is equal to minus 32, we need to find the fifth root. So meaning that the absolute value of z will be, since we have z is equal to minus 2, this will be absolute value of z will be 2, and arg of z will be cos theta, which is the same as an inverse of 0 divided by minus 2. And this, when you place this one, we are going to get 0, which is the same as placing the tan of 180. So now the arg of z cos theta will be equal to pi. So if we substitute in this expression, we shall have z is equal to 2 into cos pi plus I sin pi. So here we shall have expressed it in polar form. Now after expressing it in polar form, we shall have applied the general formula, whereby we shall have z power 1 over 5, our p is 1, our q is 5, so we shall have z power 1 over 5 is equal to 2 into cos pi plus 2 pi k over 5 plus I sin pi plus 2 pi k over 5. But this time, there we have to find the fifth root, meaning that the values of k will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once we substitute our last value will be 5 minus 1, which gives us 4. So for k is equal to 0, z naught is equal to, so we substitute the value of k equal to 0, so z naught is equal to 2 into cos pi over 5 plus I sin pi over 5. Then for k is equal to 1, so we shall substitute k is equal to 1, so 2 times 1 plus, we get 2 pi, then plus pi, it gives us 3 pi. So we shall have z1 is equal to 2 into cos 3 pi over 5 plus I sin 3 pi over 5. Then for k is equal to 2, we shall have z2 is equal to 2 into cos pi plus I sin pi, whereby we shall have substituted the 2 here. 2 times 2, 4. 4 pi plus pi gives us 5. 5 pi over 5 gives us pi. So the next is for k is equal to 3, we substitute 3. 3 times 2, 6 pi plus pi, 7 pi over 5. So it will be 2 into cos 7 pi over 5 plus I sin 7 pi over 5. Then lastly, for k is equal to 4, z4 is equal to 2 into cos 9 pi plus 5 plus I sin 9 pi over 5. We have done the same by substituting the 4 here. 4 times 2, 8 pi plus 1, 9 pi, which gives us this. Then, so these are the roots for these different cases. For k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Then the next part is exercise, which you can, these numbers, you can try them out using the general formula that we have discussed. So find the indicated roots. Number 1, the 8th root of 1, then number 2, the cube root of I, number 3, the 5th root of 32, number 4, the cube root of 1 plus I. So you try to work out these 4 numbers, so that when we meet again, you present to them. Thanks for watching this. I hope you have learned some concept, and in case you have any question or any comment, you can comment on my YouTube, or you can put a question on my YouTube. Our next discussion will be on polynomials involving complex numbers.